Today is a grateful, amazing, incredible day, and I'll tell you why. Because it's a Sweden day. Not just a Sweden day, but a Sweden Christmas day. Sweden's 5 best Christmas traditions. What Christmas in Sweden is really like. Without further ado, let's get into this reaction. Let's go.
It's that time of year again. We are now well and truly on the countdown to Christmas. Yes, with less than 2 weeks to go, I'm sure lots of us...
Not quite, as I'm feeling it's the 4th today. So it's more than 2 weeks, but not much more than 2 weeks. Just a little bit over 2 weeks, so there you go.
We're getting super excited for some quality time with our family, some great Christmas food, and lots of Christmas traditions. And since this is my 3rd Christmas since I moved here to Sweden, and also because this is my 1st Christmas since making a YouTube channel, I thought it'd be fun today to dig into some of my favourite Christmas traditions that I picked up here in Sweden. And
I wonder if he's still in Sweden. I wonder if he's still there. Because I think this is 2 years ago, I think, or something like that. And he stopped making videos, which is... I'm really, you know, it's a bummer that he's stopped because he's really good. So I wonder if he's still there. If you know, let me know in the comment section below.
Decided if I was going to be channeling Swedish Christmas today, I needed a backdrop fit for the occasion. So as you'll see all around me today, there's lots of different bits and pieces that might look familiar to my Swedish viewers out there. You've got to let me know what you think down in the comment section below. So yes, today
I don't have anything Christmassy behind me. It's a bit upsetting. Maybe I should get a Christmas tree. Should I get some decorations? I think I'm going to get some decorations. I think that's what I'm going to get today. I just realised there is nothing in here that is Christmassy, but there's nothing stopping me getting something that's Christmassy, like a Christmas tree or something. This is not my home, by the way. This is an Airbnb because, as you guys know, I'm in Asia and I'll be moving back to the UK next year, April. And that's when I'm coming to visit, not April, but I'm visiting Sweden next year. So that's exciting because I'll be back in the UK. But yeah, when you go to an Airbnb like this, like, it's like, how do you decorate an Airbnb? I don't know. But I think I'm gonna get some tinsel and some Christmas tree and maybe some little Christmassy things just to make it feel a little bit more that way. What do you think? Let me know.
I thought I'd dig into 5 of my favourite Swedish Christmas traditions, and for those of you at home wondering if I'm really up to the challenge, well, this is my 3rd Christmas season here in Sweden, and last year I actually spent my first actual Christmas in Sweden instead of back home in the UK, so I feel like I've got lots of different experiences to draw on, but I'm excited to see if you guys agree with my top 5, or if there are other Christmas traditions here in Sweden that you think really make the occasion and you could not do without. So with that said, let's jump into my top 5 Swedish Christmas traditions, and make sure you guys let me know at the end if you agree or not. Here we go.
Here we go.
And kicking us off at the first place on my list today is the one and only thing that I think of every time you say the words Swedish Christmas, rödbet salad. And I'm sure that this one won't come as a shock to those of you that have watched a few of my videos because I've talked about rödbet salad or beetroot salad before. It's this very special kind of salad that
I have never seen this before, and I thought to myself, I've watched a couple of Swedish videos, Christmas videos, because this is my second Swedish Christmas period. Well, basically, I started the channel last year, and so I've watched a couple of Swedish Christmas videos, but I've not seen this red salad thing. Beetroot salad. Interesting. What do you have this with? Let me know in the comment section.
Have here in Sweden, of course based in beetroot, and it's particularly common at this time of the year. You can of course buy it any time, but it's very normal that you see it on the Jule board as part.
Your board's so interesting. I would love to go to a Swedish Christmas. I did a video of there's a woman and she went to the Yule board feast that you can book in Sweden, and it happens every year, but you have to book it to the hotel, and it's like a massive Yule board. I am absolutely 1000% doing that. I am doing that because I don't know any Swedish people apart from you guys, and I'm not going to crash your Christmas. I'm not going to force my way in. Invite me for Christmas. So I'm going to have to do it in a hotel. So I'm definitely going to book it for next year. 1000%. That'll be so awesome. Yeah. And then I can actually experience kind of like what you would experience as a Swede in Sweden. It looks very tasty. It looks so much nice. It just looks good. And I would try
of the kind of Christmas dinner that they have here in Sweden, and it is just divine. Now, if you've not tried Swedish rödbet salad for yourself, I can understand that you might be a little bit baffled by this point, because how could a salad possibly remind me of Christmas? But let me tell you what, do not knock it until you try it. There is something about this that is just completely synonymous with the Christmas season. As I say, it's something you're going to see more and more throughout the shops and in all the restaurants in the run-up to the Christmas season, and it's just one of those things that brings back warm and cozy memories. I'd love to be able to show you what I'm talking about in the flesh instead of with pictures, but I've actually just finished polishing off another tub of rödbet salad. It doesn't last very long in my house, so it's just not something that I've got on hand to show you. And whilst we're on the topic of Swedish Christmas foods, the second thing on my list today is julskinka, and I'm pretty convinced that lots of you will
Is that like Christmas ham?
already be familiar with julskinka, especially if you spend a lot of time in IKEA in the run-up to Christmas, because julskinka is the Swedish term for Christmas ham, and
Christmas ham, yeah. I know what a Christmas ham is, but I've not had Christmas ham at IKEA. To be fair, I haven't gone to IKEA shopping at Christmas time, so that's probably why. But you call it julskinka.
again, it's one of those foods that gets served during the Christmas celebration here in Sweden. It's this uncooked, salt-cured ham that is just absolutely game-changing. Yes, you guys, if you're spending this Christmas season with a Swede, the chances are you will get very familiar with julskinka, because it's one of those dishes that you have loads and loads left over of. So the chances are you're going to be eating this all the way up until New Year. But I don't see that as a bad thing at all, because as I say, there is something just so cozy and so Christmassy about it. Can't really put my finger on what, but it's really well spiced. And then the
what do you put on top of it? What's that stuff to put in on top? Let me know. And what are these? Let me know. Yeah, it was different from our Christmas ham. It looks delicious.
Season's really well done, and then you've got that salt on top as well. There's just something really special about it, and you cut it up into these huge chunks and lather it on top with lots of sweet mustard. And I have to tell you, I could just dig into this for lunch every day. And for those of you international viewers,
sounds very good. Because the Christmas ham that we have, we put pineapple on our ham. Well, my family does, but we don't put that. Whatever you put on top of that, I've never seen that before.
Out there who are spending your first Christmas in Sweden or having your first Christmas julbord this year, I can tell you that julskinka is definitely something you want to keep your eyes out for, especially if you're allergic or don't like fish, because there's a lot of fish in the Swedish Christmas tradition, but julskinka is a safe bet that you can go to time after time, fill up and really enjoy yourself. As I've said before, since moving here to Sweden, I really learned to enjoy lots of different fishes, but I know it's something that can be a little bit scary for some people. So as I say, julskinka is a great place to start because you know what you're getting and it does not disappoint. The third,
it's crazy because I don't eat much fish at all, and maybe that's because I'm in Asia at the moment. I'm currently on the coast in Vietnam, and there's a lot of fish places, seafood places. So I probably will get a lot more seafood. I will have a lot more seafood while I'm here. But yeah, I just don't eat enough seafood at all. So that would be a bit of a culture shock going to Sweden, which is really strange because I'm from and grew up on an island in Britain. I'm not that far from the coast, but the only fish I really ate growing up was either shrimp, prawns, or cod with fish and chips every Friday. Apart from that, I've never really had that much fish. I love salmon as well, but apart from that, salmon, cod, and shrimp. Those three things. But anything else, herring, other stuff, haddock, I just don't have other fishes. So when I go to Sweden, I am very much looking forward to trying different varieties of fish and different ways that you prepare fish. I'm looking forward to that.
Third Swedish Christmas tradition that I've learned to absolutely love since I moved here is the julkalender. The julkalender literally translates to Christmas calendar, and it's something that's become a bit of a tradition here in Sweden. Every single year, the national broadcaster SVT create this story that they broadcast on TV and then one on radio too for all of the children, and the idea is that every single day in the lead up to Christmas, just like with a normal advent calendar, you get a new episode of the radio show and a new one of the TV show to enjoy and learn the next part of the story. And although this tradition was predominantly created for children, if you ask any Swede out there, they will all have their favourites. Lots of people still watch it when they're adults because it just really puts them into the Christmas mood in the same way that watching a Christmas movie does. And I can see why. It's
normal. Like, we're not kids anymore, but we were kids. And it's the same in England. Like, we have certain things and traditions that we had when we were a kid, but when it comes to Christmas, we'll absolutely watch those things and do those things still as adults. Like, I still watch Home Alone every year. Home Alone is on the television. What else is on the television? Loads of Christmas movies. I just love it. It just gets me into the Christmas spirit. And yeah, it doesn't matter if you're an adult, does it? So I get it.
There's something really cosy about getting in front of the TV every morning for 15 minutes at 7:15 to watch the next instalment of the Jule calendar and find out how the story develops. And I have to say, this one is particularly useful for those of you guys out there that are learning Swedish for the first time, because they're using really easy Swedish words to make sure that the kids can follow along. And it's something that I used to practice when I first moved here to Sweden, and actually before as well. So if you haven't been watching this year and you want to get up to date, you can download the SVT app, SVT Play, and then you can check out the last 15 or so episodes and get ready for the rest of the story and see how it develops in the lead up to the 24th. I have to...
I can't access SVT though. SVT, the thing he's talking about, I've tried. I've even tried a VPN. I can't access it. I can't get on. I don't know why. I've been wanting to access content on there for a while because I have a Patreon and that's what we do. We watch movies and TV shows. So yeah, I really want to access it, but I can't. So sad.
So I'm really enjoying this year's story about a family of thieves and the adventures and mischief that they get up to in the lead up to Christmas, and I'm excited to see how the story ends. I don't feel like I actually have my own favourite yet, because as I say, I've only seen about 3 or 4 different variations, but I would love to hear from my Swedish viewers out there, what are the best and most classic Jule calendars that you think that those of us from the rest of the world need to be checking out. Share your favourites in the comment section down below, and who knows, maybe next year I will be getting cosy with the old classics of the Jule calendar as well as enjoying the new story. And whilst we're on the topic of things that Swedes do in the run up to Christmas to really get in that Christmas mood, the 4th thing on my list today, the Swedish Christmas traditions I absolutely love, is Advent fika. Now, no matter where you're from in the world, if you celebrate Christmas, you're probably...
Advent fika. What's Advent fika? It's just a fika that you have at Christmas.
familiar with the Christian tradition of Advent, which is basically the celebration of the 4 Sundays that lead up to the actual Christmas Day celebration. And here in Sweden, they still honour those 4 Sundays with lots of different celebrations and activities with the family to really get you in that Christmas cozy mood. Actually, if you look behind me, you will see the Advent use as an example of the candles that are used here in Sweden, that you light one every single Sunday in the lead up to Christmas. And while you're lighting those candles, you will probably also sit down with your family, crack out some glögg and some pepparkakor and get into the fika zone. Yes, that's right, you guys. As we know by now, the Swedes love to fika. And if you're not familiar with fika, it's that tradition where people come together, they socialise, and they usually have some sort of hot drink and maybe a sweet, light snack or cake or treat.
Still love the fika. I still love that tradition that you guys do. Love it. Love it. Everyone likes to have a coffee or a hot drink and a snack and like gossip and chat and catch up. Everyone likes that.
And that's the same when it comes to the Advent season, except with some very special Christmas additions. And 2 of the most traditional ways to enjoy your Advent fika is with some glögg, which you warm up or prepare boiled, and of course some pepparkakor or gingerbread. And as we know by now, the Swedes love their fika, so you can guarantee that it won't just be pepparkakor that you're having during your Advent fika. They will probably be preparing all sorts of different Christmas treats for you to enjoy, one of which is the lussekatter, which is like a saffron bun, which has been shaped into like a figure of 8 style. It's almost like a cat, which is how it gets its name, lussekatter. And yeah, there's lots of different varieties of both lussekatter and then other Christmas fika treats for you to enjoy. Again, Swedes out there, let us know down below what are the best Advent fika treats that you think people should be baking and trying for the first time this year. And to be honest with you guys, fika is cozy at all times of year.
Yeah, let me know. What should I be trying? Not that I can try it because I'm not anywhere near Sweden. So I can't try it. But I don't know. You never know. I might find something. I'm spending Christmas in Vietnam, by the way. Letting you guys know. And I'm going to this awesome part of Vietnam called Ba Na Hills. And it's like up in the mountains. And the temperature should be very, very, very cool. So it's going to feel a bit European. And it's also like built like French. Like they've basically, it's not really like old buildings, but they've like put up buildings that look old and look like, old. They're not European. They're like, it's called the French Village. And spending Christmas there. So that would be really awesome. Can't wait. So yeah, but you never know. They might have some Swedish snacks. Swedish snacks up there. Don't know. I have no clue. But I think it's going to be quite Christmassy. So if I can find some glögg, if I can find some pepparkaka, is that how you say it? I will. I will try it. But alas, I am very far away from Sweden.
Years, let alone when we get into that Christmas season when you're wrapped up warm at home, it's cold and dark outside, you light the candles and you have that social time with your family and a sweet treat and your glögg. It of course has to be one of my favourite Swedish Christmas traditions. And in this video we talked a lot about the different Swedish Christmas traditions that you can enjoy in the lead up to the actual Christmas day, but my fifth and final stop on this list today is something that most people will be enjoying on actual Christmas day here in Sweden. Yes, because once you've enjoyed all of that julebord food and you are suitably fueled, one of the next things you'll be doing probably in your Christmas celebrations is the Juleklubbslek, which is basically a present game. And the best way to describe this one is that it's a little bit similar to the Secret Santa tradition that we have in the UK and America and in other places in the world. The difference being though, you don't buy a present for just one specific person. Instead, you buy a present that you contribute to the table. There's probably some sort of value limit, so you can't spend over, for example, 50 crowns or 100 crowns, and you're supposed to be inventive. Go away, buy something, wrap it up, and then you compete with everybody else that you're celebrating Christmas with to win as many presents as possible. So there is no guarantee that you get a present to go home with. In fact, if you're bad at the game, you might actually be going home with absolutely nothing. But the fun is to try and win.
So it's like a Christmas, you're competing for a Christmas present. I really love that. I love that.
Win the presents that you think look the most exciting or the most interesting. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm well and truly in the Christmas mood now after this video. I would love to hear from you guys in the comment section below. Do you agree with my top 5 Swedish Christmas traditions, or is there something else you think I missed, or something else that really gets you into that cozy Christmas zone? You can let me know down in the comments below. Equally, if you're from abroad, why not tell me how you're celebrating Christmas? It's always fun to share and learn about new traditions, so I can't wait to read those in the comments.
Yeah, like
section down below. And then
sorry to cut him off, but guys, yeah, let me know in the comment section below, is this accurate? I think this is like so much. I thought I knew what you guys do at Christmas, but I didn't know about Julewinka, the Christmas ham, which looks incredible. Didn't know about the Yule calendar, that you watch a TV show that's on SVT and they like play different episodes that different parts of the story leading up to Christmas. That is so cute. I can imagine as a kid, I'd be so excited to watch that and not wanting to miss an episode. Advent, I did know about that. Well, we have something similar in the UK with the Advent calendars and Advent lighting the Advent candles as well. The Fika, didn't know about that. There's so many ones I just didn't really know. The Christmas Fika. Awesome. Guys, this was great. I mean, wherever you are, whatever you're doing at Christmas, make sure you have an awesome Christmas. And also think about, I said this on all my other videos, Christmas videos, but make sure that you also, not to lecture anyone, but to think about people that don't have anyone at Christmas, because we're really privileged to be able to spend Christmas with somebody and with loved ones. There are a lot of people out there that don't have that, and they're spending Christmas on their own. And Christmas is a time for love, family, friends, and just good times. And like, yeah, it's a time to also like have gratitude of having that around you. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm spending Christmas without my family and I always feel homesick during this period, but it could be worse. At least I have someone to spend it with. So yeah, it's a good time to be thoughtful as well. And if you can help someone who doesn't have like anyone to spend Christmas with, definitely do that. Like a homeless person or like an elderly person on your street, go and knock on their door, see how they're doing. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna try and do that. Don't know how in Vietnam, but yeah. Anyways, guys, have an awesome Christmas. Merry Christmas. And until the next one, I will see you very soon.